What's up, Cowboy Huddle, Cowboy Nation, and America's team? It's your boy G, the number one Cowboy fan, have to come to you live, direct, and correct with some Mo news. That's what I said, Mo news, M-O news that you can use. So here we are. We're getting ready to get close to our preseason game numero uno. So yeah, here we are. Guess what? We get a chance to see what's really going on with our Dallas Cowboys. But before I get started, you know me, I always got to get to the point, and I always have to give a big shout out to all those that are part of this Cowboy Huddle. So first of all, I want to say thank you to all our subscribers and all those that are a part of this channel that has helped us get to where we are today. Without you, we would not be here today. So thank you. Now, that's real talk, man. I can't say enough, as far as how you guys have helped us, man. And we're steady growing, man, and we get new subscribers every time we log on to this stream, man, or recording. And man, it's just a great feeling, man, because the thing about it, I always say we don't report uh things that are script. We're not handed information and things like that. We actually go do our own research, which basically that's what I do. I do my research, okay? I do my research, and with the research, I come back and I share it with you guys because I know you guys are Cowboy fans as well. We're fanatics of our Cowboys. So it's not what's given to us and what we report, it's what we research, it's what we look at. That's why I appreciate the Cowboy Huddle, where we come in the Cowboy Huddle and we I talk about our Cowboys. So yeah, so this is some raw and uncut stuff. And on last Wednesday, man, I'm telling you, it was raw and uncut, but we had a great turnout, had some great comments, had some great engagement with the subscribers and all those that followed. We also had an individual from the outside, which was a Philadelphia Sheagle. We allowed them to come on, and boy, he got roasted. He came up in here, and let me tell you, I want to give a big shout out to everybody that held it down for that outsider to come in and try to make his case. But man, y'all shut him down quick, fast, and a hurry. So we don't mind you coming on, but at the same time, you get out of line, we're gonna put you back in line. So big ups to all the subscribers and all those that held it down on Wednesday night. Yeah. Yeah, they kept saying I kept getting drawn outside. Well, I did get drawn outside. The guy had put a comment saying that the Cowboys fans, we all delusional and delusional. That is what we were and all this crap, whatever, man. So I say, who is this guy? Let him come on and he got up under my skin, but I got to give it to Rue and Mikey 520, man. Mikey mic'd up. They let him have it, man. They went in on him. So that's what I'm saying. Then we had the guys from the outside that was watching. They had some comments for him and everything. So it was man. And then we had the hard hitters come in. He came in and he had to jump in because he wanted to see what was going down. So we appreciate the hard hitters, man, for participating and being there in our corner. So that's what we do. That's who we are. So, but anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on. But again, I got to give a big shout out to our social media groups, and I want to say thank you to the Dallas Cowboys on deck, Cowboys fan 365, we them boys, the Dallas Cowboys insiders. So these are all our Facebook social media groups that shares our content in their groups. And I strongly suggest if you're not a part of one of these groups, you need to get on Facebook and participate because they are diehard fans. So let's give it up for them as well. Yeah, real talk. So that's where we are. So again, here we are. We are getting ready for the first preseason game. I've been doing some research. I was going to bring up a video, but I didn't bring up a video. Let's see if I can get one real quick. But I'm not going to worry about it. But I was going to share some things with you. But let's just talk about what's at stake and what's at hand right now with the Cowboys and Jacksonville Jaguars, which this game will be this Saturday at 4 p.m. Central Time. So, with that being said, what we do know is that our backup quarterback, Cooper Rush, will be starting in the Texas Coast offense. That's what we call it. And he had something to say. He said he told us that, well, he told that he missed it, and he's pumped to be doing it again. You can definitely tell. This year's preseason is different for Rush as well. He was fighting his roster life last summer, the campaign culminating his inclusion among the final cuts before an invite to the practice squad. So yeah, with that being said, I wouldn't want to go that far into it, but yeah, he was fighting for a backup job, and we know this. And eventually, he was brought back on as our backup. So basically, what is being told right now that um, Cooper Rush will be starting, which that's a good thing because Cooper Rush could be a starter with other teams. I believe. I have a lot of confidence in Cooper Rush. I'm a Cooper Rush fan. I really am, and I like his play. I mean, as far as how he slows the game down, he takes his time and goes through his reads, and I think he commands the team pretty well. So as a backup quarterback, so yeah, I definitely like the fact that that he is going to be a starter, and I'm sure we'll get to see a chance to see Will Greer as well as another backup quarterback that will take the field also. So here's a little information as far as what's going on with this matchup. So it's being reported that the Cowboys are coming off a 12-5 season where finished they finished let's see. Well, yeah, where they finished second in the NFC East. Unfortunately, they fell to San Francisco 49ers in the divisional round to end another season on a disappointing note. Trevor Lawrence returns to the Jags after passing for 4,113 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Additionally, Travis Etienne Jr. returns after rushing 220 times for 1,125 yards and 5 scores. Christian Kirk caught 84 passes for 1,108 yards and 8 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Christian Kirk had 82 receptions for and Zay Jones had 82 catches for 823 yards. So also it seems that Dak Prescott returns to the Cowboys after passing for 2,860 yards. That's minus the games that he missed. With 23 touchdowns and 15 interceptions. Also, running back Tony Pollard rushed for 193 times for 1,007 yards and 9 scores. CeeDee Lamb caught 107 passes for 1,359 yards and 9 touchdowns. But we will not likely see Prescott play this showdown. Yep. So Dak has been told by Mike McCarthy that Dak might be on the sideline till season starts again. Now, personally, I don't know if that's a good idea. I really don't. I don't. This is a new offense, and maybe I don't know. Maybe it's because they don't want to show anything with Dak. But Dak needs to get on that field. We saw what happened last year when Dak did not take the field. He didn't fare too well the last year when he didn't take the field during preseason. So I don't know what the strategy is behind this. Only thing I can think of is basically it could be because they don't want to show too much with Dak on the field. They want to wait to the first season game. And maybe these are just some basic plays that they're going to run with the backups. And they might not show too much. So I guess my question to you guys would be: would you be worried if we went 0-4 or 0-3 in the preseason? Would you be worried? Now you got to remember, the preseason is for evaluation purposes. Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to add the right pieces to the team that's going to benefit you later down the road. So, sure, we all want to see a win. We all want to see us put up 35 points. Say, woo, man, we showed out, man. Preseason, we went 3-0. But then if you're showing your full hand during preseason, now your opponent has the blueprint to your schemes and your strategies. So let me say this here, as far as me as a former coach, uh, my main objective is to evaluate. I want to see certain things on the field. There's certain areas, there's certain players, there's certain positions that I'm going to be looking at. And this is what we do. So don't get caught up. And I know, ladies, some of you guys, some of you ladies, y'all just want to win. But I just explained to you, you heard it from G, the number one Cowboy fan, that this is evaluation. So let's not get all upset and don't get into a heated argument at work on Monday because some Steeler fan or some 49er fan or some Sheagle fan come to you, man, y'all look bad. Oh, so you watched the game. Of course they did. So just all you do is let them know, listen, this is evaluation. We're building a dynasty. In order to build a dynasty, or a military regiment, or you got to build. Anytime you're building something, you got to build. You got to find the right pieces to put together in order for it to be successful. So again, the preseason games are more of evaluation. So Mike McCarthy being a Super Bowl caliber coach and Dan Quinn being a Super Bowl caliber coach, I trust them. Now, again, I'm not really sold on the fact that Dak is not going to touch the field at all throughout preseason. I got a problem with that. But I trust Mike McCarthy. So, and with that being said, moving right along, I do want to say this as well. Um, as far as Dak Prescott and Mike McCarthy, I'm sure Mike McCarthy going to do whatever it is he needs to do in order to put Dak in a great position. Okay. I totally believe that. I totally believe that. And I'm sure Mike is aware of situational football. As a coach, he's going to have to be able to understand the situation, uses analytics, and put Dak in the best position possible. This is what Brian Schottenheimer and Mike McCarthy has to do for Dak. When it comes to Dak, you're going to have to do your part. Again, CD has already told Dak, this is on you. When you have CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, and Brandon Cooks, then you got a hell of a tight end rotation out there as well. So, yeah, this is something Dak is going to put on his back, and he's going to have to really, really carry this team this time. Now, Dak made a comment, and I'm not sure if I agree with the comment. His comment was, "I'm going to continue to be aggressive. I'm going to continue to be aggressive throughout the season. I'm going to be aggressive with my play, and you know, and I will not throw 10 picks." Now, as for me, the word aggressive can be good and it can be bad. Okay, to be good on the good point, that's basically taking over the offense, taking your team, driving downfield every series, and getting the ball in field goal range or scoring. But also being aggressive can also lead to a lot of mishaps, turnovers, penalties. So the word aggressive, I don't know if I would have used that word or that term or that terminology, but I think I would probably use, I'm going to continue to be smart. I'm going to continue to be smart about the game of football. Smart means recognizing the scheme. Smart means knowing the situation at the time. Smart means watching your receiver and knowing that he's going to give you a slant instead of a fade. Smart means knowing that your receiver is going to give you a fade instead of a slant. Smart means being able to make the correct audible at the line of scrimmage. That's my term. That's the term I would use. But again, that's that. So that's one um, topic that I wanted to get out there. But also another thing I wanted to talk about is my concerns with this backfield. I know Pollard is our guy, and I'm not even concerned, but that's what I'm going to be watching Saturday. I'm going to be watching our backfield. I want to see if our backfield can maintain the role as uh, picking up blitz, pass blocking. Now we know we got a bunch of shifty running backs back there. We got shifty, we got elusive running backs. But the thing we do not have the bulky running back, unless we're going to use, you know, Hunter Luke or Princeton Fants. Those are big boys, but I don't see them in the rotation. But the only thing I see them in rotation is at the fullback position. But I did see in one film where Malik Davis was supposed to pass block, and man, I'm gonna tell you, Sam Williams ran right past. Sam Williams ran right past Malik Davis. He was just too smart. Looked like Malik Davis probably about 5'10" or 5'9". He's not a real big guy, but I think Tony Pollard is bigger than Malik Davis. But so this is where my attention will be drawn as far as the running back, the rotation. Really want to see how Deuce does. I saw in video he tried to run up the middle. Man, I tell you what, you know, uh, what I did see with that is the. I mean, these guys, a lot of these little guys were stopped on the first contact. You know, Zeke was one to take a pop and continue to move up the field. These guys was getting stopped with the first pop. You know, and then they come off and then continue to run him. So, it's just something to see. It's something to see. But I'm real eager to see Deuce Vaughn, see how he does in the backfield. Malik Davis, Rico Dowdle. We do know that Ronald Jones is injured and he will be out for the first two regular season games. So what does that say? I have no idea. But anyway, but what I do want to also share with you guys what I did see on the field on this defensive side of the ball. This is what I did see running with the first team. You had Tank Lawrence, you had Sam Williams, you had Damone Clark, you had Malik Hooker, you had Trayvon Diggs, you had Stephon Gilmore, and the other linebacker was DeMarvion Overshown. DeMarcus Overshown was taking snaps with the first team. And what I saw was they did a little pitch play. I think it was to either Tony Pollard or it was to Deuce Vaughn. And I just saw them be watching Overshown at the time. And sure enough, that play went to the outside. And when I say Overshown had a bead on the running back and caught him on the sideline, that's exactly what he did. And Overshown is a big guy. I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", if I'm not mistaken, along with Damone Clark, Leighton Vander Esch. All these guys, these linebackers are huge. But with Damone Clark and DeMarvion Overshown, nothing but speed. So I did see that. So that was good to see those two out there on the field at the same time. But also what I saw, man, DQ, Dan Quinn, we had so many mix-ups. I mean, he was putting Quinn Bohanna with Osa. Then he come back with Gallimore with Mozzie. And then he had just mixing it up so many ways. I'm like, what the crap? So what you might see the first series, you might not see it the second series. Now, this is something I wish my son was a part of when he was playing with Cowboys, but Dan Quinn has a rotational uh defense. Very much. He has a rotational. I know that's my car. I just had took my car to the shop. And I know they're calling me, telling my car's ready. So I gotta go pick my car. Got some uh muscle. No, anyway. That's a whole different story. But I saw so many different packages. Oh my God. Again, just like RJ said, or RJ said, trust me, this will be a number one defense. This will be a number one defense. Dan Quinn was throwing them in, pulling them out, throwing them in, pulling them out. This guy was going in, and then you had this guy coming out. This, what the crap? It's so many pieces. But again, this is something that my my son didn't have a chance to be a part of when he was at Texas Tech. They, one reason we went to Texas Tech because they rotated the lineman. He played defensive end. They rotated, and it's plenty of playing time. But when we got to Cowboys, Wade Phillips, he just didn't do much rotation. He kept the same four down linemen in the game or three down linemen in the game. So, so that was a problem. And but that's not the case with Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn rotates these guys. He throws them in. And I didn't even see Michael Parson in practice. They probably get Michael, look, sit down. You're killing us out there. We can't even get a good practice. But like Michael Parson said, he has the mentality of Michael Jordan. He's looking for the best player on the field, and that's who he's going at. And he told that, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. You're the best guy on the team. That's who I'm coming to get. And that mentality has been contagious to the whole defensive team. Everybody playing with a chip on their shoulder. They're playing with attitude, and they mean business. So I'm definitely want to see how Overshown looks out there. I want to see watch Mozzie. I don't think Mozzie will be playing Saturday, but I want to watch Overshown. I also want to see who else. I want to see Eric Scott Jr. See how he does out there. And I want to keep my eye on Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell, I'm sure he would definitely get a lot of playing time. I like Marquise Bell. He's from FAMU, HBCU is good. And I like him. He just gotta, get out there and showcase what he can do. So there's some things I want to see with this defensive line. Alacone, Alacone is wearing Isaac Alacone. He's wearing number 60. He moved from offense to defense and defensive tackle. And man, I tell you, this is probably his last ride, man, because I don't think he's really grasping the concept. But you never know. This is his opportunity to prove that he belongs on the team along with Kelvin Joseph. Kelvin Joseph is like he's falling further and further behind in the line of cornerbacks. And again, we've been talking about him being moved into the nickel package, but this is your time to shine. So, but that's what's going on with the defense. Now, on the offensive side of the ball, let me tell you what I saw. Who told me that Cavante Turpin would be in the backfield? What? They had a package where they had Cavante Turpin in the backfield. And I mean, he hit that hole and was gone. I have no idea what that's about. But the dude, we got all these little bitty running backs. I don't know what, and I'm a small guy myself, but God almighty. But I'm telling you, it was just it was a fun package, I guess they put in. It might be where they can it disguises the run versus a audible to a pass or something, but it really throws the defense off when you see Turpin in the backfield. Is he going to run it, or is he going to do a swing pass, or is he going to go? You don't know what that's going to look like, but it looked good. It definitely looked good. So, you know, um, I'm excited. Again, let's not get caught up in the win-loss column. let's take our time and let's look at different positions. Again, Kelvin Joseph is one I'm looking at. Gallimore, because they're talking about Gallimore being on the chopping block. Uh, Marquise Bell, he wears number 41. Eric Scott Jr. wears number 37 at cornerback. So pull your roster up and kind of watch what's going on. And also, we have to watch this offensive line, knowing that Zach Martin still holding out. But we do know that Jerry Jones is dug in. He's dug he's dug in and he don't plan on budging, and which I don't blame. I don't blame Jerry. You know, we got to restructure. We got to do Dak's contract. We got to do CD. We got to do Michael Parsons. You know, and then here it is. You know, Zach Martin, you still have 2 years left on your contract. You're going to be 33 in November, but you still want another bag, and we gave you a bag in 2018. Then you was also drafted in the first round. So again, I don't think Jerry is budging on this one. So we'll see what happens. But which that gives the opportunity to other guys out there. We got Josh Ball that's working out there. Also, I want to say, man, it's kind of bad. Chuma Adoga went down, man, and what happened? Jabril Cox kind of was trying to go for a tackle, and he, got tossed around and kind of leg whipped uh, Edoga, and he was carted off the field. Hadn't got the update on the severe of his injury, but hopefully won't be anything too severe because we're really thin at our offensive line. So we will see. I think we'll have Fahrenheit at center because we know Tyler Biadasz would not be participating like where some other guys. But we got to watch this front line. We got to see this offensive line and see who we can use as a backup. And this is what's going to be concerning. Will these guys be able to hold their block? Will they be able to reach the second level? So this is another concern for me as far as what we're going to look like and who's going to replace Zach if Zach decides not to return, which I hope that's not the case. But we gotta continue to move. We got to continue to move on. So, I hate we are right where we are with that situation, but it's business. It's believe me, man. We look at just the game, but there's a lot that goes on behind closed doors that we're not really aware of. But it's a business. But okay, guys, I'm not gonna hold you any longer. I just want to get on here because I'm doing this on a Friday, which I took off today. I had some work done on my car, so knowing that we're got a game on Saturday, so I want to put this out so everybody get a chance to watch the video and kind of share notes or put something in the comments, whatever. But we definitely got to get ready for this game. And again, let's not get caught up in the win-loss column. Let's do more of the evaluating of the players and the coaching, the calls and things like that. So again, I might be here by myself watching the game because that's just where I am when it comes to preseason game. I need to know what we're doing. Also, I will be in Frisco, which you guys know. I will be at training camp in Frisco. That's a bet. I did not make Oxnard this year, but I will be back next year. I thought about it. There's a lot that I could have been reporting and just didn't make it this year. But I will be back. But I will be in Frisco, and I will be doing some live streams and things like that. And so, yeah, something to look forward to. But do me a favor, guys. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe and share, like it says down on the ticker tape below. The Cowboys Huddle. Like, subscribe, and share. Well, that's all I got for you. Let's get ready to. I got to do it. I forgot to do it. Let me do it. I got to do it. This is what I was given. So this is what we do. Watch this. So let's get ready to huddle. Yeah. I know that was corny one. I get it together though. I get it together. Y'all family. Listen, we all living and learning at the same time. We're doing this together. So that's what we're doing. But anyway, so I got to get on, man. Go pick up my car and everything. Y'all enjoy your weekend. And like I always say, be safe and be blessed. Your boy, G.